Hello, 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 ladies and gelatins, blobs and gels. Welcome to another Cosmic Wheels Sisterhood, where we're going to do some cray cray rituals. Oh, thank you, Gold, for the hydrate and the stretch. I will actually take advantage of that because guess what, y'all? I have DOMs today, and it is the best thing because I finally joined a gym and things are looking up, things are beginning, and like now I'm like pot committed, and it's great because I have a gym buddy and I'm gonna teach them how to lift, which is super exciting because it means I get to lift again. And I honestly really missed lifting. When I got to go to the gym, I looked around, I'm like, toys, basically. Okay, that's what drinking's gonna look like today. I swear it's like slightly different every day. So what else? Just other quick things before we start. Yeah, I was thinking about this. Do you guys think it would be reasonable to restart the Swole Pact, but like I really just mention what I'm doing at the gym? Because like I'm gonna be taking notes of stuff. Like I could post it in the Swole Pact thing, and maybe it would inspire some people. But I wonder, it's not quite the same as when I was doing it on stream. But also I was encouraging people to show me stuff that they weren't doing on stream too. So maybe it would make sense to just start the Swole Pact again, especially because there's so much stuff that like people can do at home. Like literally, like I had been doing some at home stuff before, but it was never really consistent, which is kind of why I think I need like the gym. Also, they have like some group classes there. Maybe I'll try Zumba. I've literally never tried Zumba, and it's like almost a meme at this point, but like, oof, job search. Job search is tough. But hey, how was your birthday though besides job search stuff? Like I hope you were able to get that off your head for a day. Like I hope you had an absolutely fantastic day, and if you did anything fun and or had delicious cake or food, I would love to hear about it. So yeah. Oh, also, fun fact about this game. I love this game. It's great. Um, one little gripe is you can't manually save, and I guess I understand why. Is it keeps people from effectively like save scumming like very specific decisions or whatever. But like, sure. But the thing is, so remember how I read like the interactive fiction before we stopped? You can't save, and the game won't save if you read the fiction. So that's weird. And basically it meant that I had to just like before I started today, I had to just like quick slam through the interactive fiction just as fast as possible so that I could be like, all right, cool, and now we can do this stream. Like I was at first I was like, I lost like 30 minutes of play because like it like literally hadn't saved while like when I like from before I had quit. But actually I realized that when you're not actually reading the story because you already know what you're gonna say, it's a lot faster, like by a factor of like 20, because I was just like literally speedrun clicking as fast as possible. Food the norm. No, it's still nice though. Wind Waker. Oh hey, yeah, actually I saw that. I popped in for like a couple minutes before I had to go to sleep, and honestly, man, I have so much nostalgia with that game too. I'd forgotten. Actually, that game was interesting to me because, of course, I had it on the GameCube, and it was one of the first games I had. And for the first like couple years I had Wind Waker, it was just like sailing around, and like then I got stuck somewhere. Like I was having a great time. I did some dungeons, whatever. I got stuck. I did not know what I was supposed to do next. I was at a part where like you have to go all across the ocean and collect the MacGuffins so you can go to the underground water thing. And that was kind of the point where I was stuck there for like years. And then one day, I mentioned to my friend that I was playing the game, like, oh my God, I love this game. It's just like, yeah, I like it too, but I haven't played it for a couple years. Oh, did you beat it? No, I didn't beat it. Oh, I got stuck. See, yeah. And then my friend was like, wait, so you have to do this thing. I'm like, oh, really? Like, do you know where they are? Are they easy to find? No. She's like, you should just use a guide. Just go on the internet and use a guide. And like, that was especially the time where I felt like I really didn't like using guides in those days because I always felt like I was cheating. Nowadays, I don't feel that way at all. I really feel like when it comes to like something like that, when it's like it's not obvious and the game's not pointing you towards something, especially if it's something you have to like remember clues that happened like ages ago that aren't written in a journal somewhere. Honestly, I'm just gonna go on the internet and look that up. And when I did that, it was maybe this was one of the things that made me decide to start using guides when I'm in a position where I'm stuck, because the difference between not playing the game for 2 years and then suddenly being able to play it again and beat it was huge. So I think that was one of the few games I beat back in the day, actually. Other than Pokemon, I beat like every Pokemon game I played because it's really easy to beat the Pokemon games. It's just everything pushes you forward, and Pokemon is just really fun for me. But yeah, remembering really bad at video games. Oh, I've been there. Honestly, one of the things I'm really enjoying about what I've been doing here in these games I've been playing on Thursdays lately is like it's really hard to be bad at story, and it just takes this this fear of performance away from me that like I don't really have that much. Like I suck at Horizon Zero Dawn, and I've done some things, honestly, even the last session, some really stupid situations happened that were entirely my fault, and I like totally cheesed my way through an encounter. But like I don't care. It is what it is. I just think it's funny, and I'll make it funny for me, and I'll make it something that's entertaining for me. Because like streaming is, I love having people around, and I'll do things if people have great ideas. But in the end, if I'm not having a good time, probably no one's having a good time. So I do prioritize that above all. It's basically the classic thing: take care of yourself before you take care of others, which we've talked about before on this stream, actually, for this game. So where was I? Oh, I'm getting like lost in thoughts of times long past, even though I should be getting ready for a ritual here. Why, yes, I did actually. I actually think I did really good on that test. Like, I was so concerned about some of the questions that would be on there, but all of the questions were things that I was pretty sure I knew the answer, though I've heard that this professor is a really strict grader. So while I was really good at like saying a lot of things, I still hope I said the things she wanted to, because all of them were like really open questions. So fingers crossed. Illusions, either completely normal or most insane. This shouldn't have worked. You know, I'm really happy to hear that, actually. That makes me happy. Oh, also, I didn't know that they did the changes in the remaster of Wind Waker, but that makes sense, because honestly, that was the only part of the game that just felt like difficult, like, but not for the difficult, but for the wrong reasons. Tedious, better word. But yeah. So, all right, here we are. We are going to do a ritual. Magic Dagger from the interactive fictions. I did manage to get some of those extra elements that I needed. So I think I might be able to do the pact with him. I'm not sure. I don't remember how many things it needs. It's red and blue, but I don't remember how many of each. So let's figure it out. We have the Magic Dagger. We have the Exorcism. We have Greth. Hey, how you feeling? Corrupted. The behemoth is beginning to taint my thoughts, and I don't like how powerful it feels. You still want to see this through, or? Of course I want to. I'm way too proud to let this extra-dimensional asshole take all the credit. I feel you. Okay, what did you find? Let's use everything in our arsenal. The ritual will mainly revolve around Dahlia's Demon Bone Dagger. Demon Bone. It is truly a work of art. Here. Beautiful. Actually, I thought it was gonna like glow or something. Like this is really gorgeous. But like for some reason, I expected everything Dahlia had to either be glowing or on fire, and it's neither of those things. So you can tell she was serious about this work. How can Dahlia be so talented? She told me you helped her create it. Oh, I just shared some insight with her. Also, yeah, I guess Greth just like constantly has a drink, and I still wonder, is it this? Is it what's boiling in here? Don't know. What are we even boiling? No clue. about. She wanted to know what kind of essence to use to enchant the dagger. To craft a blade that has the highest affinity with you. Oh, cool. So that's why she called it the Philosopher's Edge. Okay, yo, I know there was a whole thing about like the Polish version like of philosophizing, etc., being actually considered negative, but like I feel like even in Polish this sounds pretty rad. It like sounds like a version of the Philosopher's Stone, except it's a knife. I guess I am more of a philosopher than an architect in the end, huh? You build thought shrines to literally lock yourself up inside to think. That's true. It's so obvious when you look at it from the outside. Maybe I should stop calling myself an architect witch, huh? You literally built that same text we just had. True. I would think actually I was probably supposed to repeat it, but differently. Like it's probably supposed to be like you literally made a thing to lock yourself inside of, and then the same, you literally made these thought shrines to lock yourself inside. So first of all, do you mind if I summon a Fate Mancer's disc to check on our chances of success? Of course. What's a Fate Mancer's disc? Yo, we got luck magic. We got statistics magic. Seriously, luck magic is probably the most broken magic, other than whatever Fortuna's got going on, which is apparently create future. Still convinced that's the case. Of course, it was invented about 80 years ago by Junratia, the mathematician witch. Oh, mathematician witch. This pleases me to no end. So, you wouldn't know about it. It's a special sigil that reads fate strands. You find yourself before a critical and unidentifiable turning point in your life, you can bind your soul to the disc, and it reads the probability of whatever you want to happen. Wow, I like it. Sounds like a great companion to my deck. Literally does. Almost as though this were a game, and the mechanics blended together in a beautiful weave of design. In short, we can read how effective whatever actions we perform in the ritual will be. Knowing the percentage may not change anything, though. It's just for peace of mind. On the contrary, it sounds really useful. As per the third principle of divination, just the act of observing your chances affects your chances. Oh, right, wrong voice. It's fine. Didn't consider it that way. Hope it affects them for the best. Anyway, here's the disc. 18%. That's not good. Chances aren't as good as I'd hoped. It's no small thing exercising a behemoth. We haven't taken everything into account yet. Let's turn fate in our favor. Right, must be strong. First of all, I asked my friend Jasmine to provide you with some herbs to help ease your mind. Oh, I was supposed to tell the truth there so that that would probably have given her a brew that would have been a lot more specific there. Alright, well, choice is made. Smells good. You need to drink the infusion while you think of a toy you loved when you were a mortal child. Sure love my Legos. My favorite thing was my Jake plushie from Adventure Time. All these references. So modern. I don't know what that is, but it sure worked on your face already. Feel less tense. 24. Look, it went up slightly. This is working. Good, thank Jasmine for me. I think it'll be better if you thank her yourself. Sure, it'll be my pleasure. Okay then, can you run me through the specifics of the ritual? It's more straightforward than I thought it would be. Most of the heavy work has already been done by Dahlia crafting this magnificent dagger. You need to insert the blade into my chest. Me? You need to try and leave one side of the blade facing my flesh and the other side facing the behemoth. I've never stabbed anyone in my life. It's not so much stabbing as precision cooking. Do cook, right? Yeah, I know my way around kitchen knives, but this... Can't do it myself, Fortuna. I believe in you. Why don't we call Dahlia and have her cut you? No. I want you to do it. I feel a special connection to you. Look, the percentage on the disc went up just from me explaining this to you. We're on the right path. Dahlia told me that the ritual will be more effective the stronger our bond is. Pretty much opened up about myself to you in a way I haven't for ages. So I believe a shortcut to make our bond more powerful would be if you told me something intimate about yourself. Less people know about it, the better. Okay. Tell me something secret about yourself. Nah, she seems cool. Just gonna break the rules and stuff. We can be honest with her. I summoned a behemoth too. Shut up. You're putting your life in my hands, so I guess it's only fair I do the same. Abramar, show yourself. Holy cosmos. How is this possible? No one knows about this, not even my closest friends. Why do you have a behemoth? I don't have him, we're partners. We're only talking today because I summoned him. I couldn't endure my exile anymore. So I called upon him and we're working together to regain my freedom. Abramara is the one who taught me how to channel Arcana to build my own deck. I owe my life. 64%, y'all. Keeps getting better and better. That is, for lack of a better word, so cool. Fuck, it feels good to say it out loud to another person. Thank you for understanding. You kidding? I'm like the ideal audience for this kind of revelation. Jokes aside, thanks for trusting me. I feel really fortunate. This goes without saying, but you can rely on me. Now we're sisters in the Forbidden.
Put my sleeve back on. It's cold.
It's like too warm with coat, well, sweater, too cold without sweater, half sweater attempts being made actively. The best kind of sisterhood there is. Abramar, you can leave us now. Understood. Time to put me under the knife? Not ready yet. You will never be more ready than now. And I'm ready to accept any consequences. Just let me meditate for a couple minutes just to gather my focus, okay? 64% is not high. But we do also have the extra thing. I think maybe he's crossed 2 whole minutes. That I have, sure. Thank you. Moment of truth. Have you made a decision? Oh, I love how it's just here. That's great. Do you want to pay for the behemoth's name? Have that? I do. I barely do, but I do. Let's do it. Yes. Allow me to absorb your energy then. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious. Ah, the fragrance of conflict. Hereby, I release my sibling's name, Getherian. Still don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce those things or names in general. Always a crapshoot. Thank you, Abramar. At your service. Why didn't the percentage go up? Still there? Yes, I'm ready. I learned your behemoth's name. Getherion. Let's say. Whoa, Fate Mentor's disc went wild. How'd you do that? I made a mental pact with Abramar.
Hello, Gutter. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you again.
We're about to do the ritual. About to stab Greth in the face? Question mark? I purchased your behemoth's name from him. Purchased? I hope you didn't put yourself at risk for me, Fortuna. Don't worry, it wasn't that expensive. I think. Thank you so much for going the extra mile for me. We sisters in the Forbidden must stand together, right? You're right. Ready for some stabbing? Don't say it like that. Sorry, just trying to blow up some steam. Our ideas of what constitutes relaxing differ dramatically, Greth. Looks like you're relaxed, though. Guess that's the most important thing here. Okay, I'm going to insert the dagger now. That's going today. Honestly, pretty good. I'm actually having a pretty good day today, surprisingly. It was really weird at first, but it's better. We could be lucky and hit the 6% chance. Let's find out together, friends. Let's do a stabbing. Are you ready? Do it. Oh. I guess the other option was, to murder her, so... Alright. How do I look? We did it, Greth. Hey, no. Stabby, stabby. You're the best, Fortuna. Thank you so much. I was so nervous. My heart was about to explode. Where's the behemoth now? It escaped. While you were pushing the dagger inside me, we had a very intense discussion that felt like it lasted eons. Finally, they got scared of me. It's like you were fueling me with some energy larger than this universe. It felt so empowering. You are amazing, Fortuna. I'm so happy for you. What now? I'm gonna make a round to share the good news, especially with Dahlia, over my life too. Yeah, she deserves more credit than anyone. Promise I'll come visit you again soon. Didn't only gain my freedom here, I also gained you. Happy I met you too. Okay. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Ooh. We have another thingy. Yes, I would love to hear how it went with Aidana. Come on, girl. Thank you for having me. Hello, Louise. So how'd it go? I did it, Fortuna. I stood up to Aidana and it felt amazing. It was really scary too, and I've been condemned to 50 years of forced labor. But now I don't have to exploit mortals anymore. Whoa, sorry to hear you got punished that bad. You were right. I'm utterly happy and relieved. Plus, the forced labor involves collecting materials for other witches' projects. I'm more happy to do that instead of causing any wars. That's good. I was expecting way worse from Aidana. You should have more confidence in your cards. They were absolutely right. My life is way better now. I made up my mind. I'm moving to Earth. I put some thought into what you told me, and you're right. Solves many problems. I'll get to be close to my love. I'll be able to slowly open up to him. Plus, I get to protect him. Can't wait to start my new life with him. It changed my life, Fortuna. Get rid of some stupid shackles I'd put on myself. So happy to hear that. I was worried my deck would cause you trouble. I brought you a present. Ooh, what is it? It's a pith cloth. I harvested the thread from a space station. Here. Ooh, it's a card. It's a card thing. Oh my gosh. Now that I can get new things to make new cards. Like I can go to, if I go to a new place, I can make more card. Whoa. Also, this is awesome. Anyone can wear a cape and look like a badass. Thank you. Oh, it's beautiful. I humbly accept it. It is but a token of my gratitude. I hope one day I can truly repay you. There's no need, this is more than enough. Leaving courtesy aside, I'm serious. Let me know if you need any help. Thanks, I will. Take care, Fortuna. Likewise. Bye. Bye, girl. See you later, I guess. Oh, hey, Abromar. You what up? What a busy life all of a sudden, huh? How are you feeling? I still miss being able to leave the house. It feels good, though. Oh, I want both. I literally want to say it feels good, but... Are you still enjoying the game as much as you were? Yes. The novelty is different. There's also like a different, like at the beginning, I was just like, wow, like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going to happen. Now I feel like I'm kind of in the gameplay loop and I've hit that stage of like comfort where like you kind of know what's going on. Basically, like, it's like trying a new flavor of tea. The first sip you have, you're like, oh my God, I've never tasted anything like this ever. But you have a whole box of it. The first cup you're going to have is always going to be like mind-blowing new flavor. I mean, as long as it's actually mind-blowing new flavor, but let's say in this case it is. With this blueberry tea I have lately, that like literally, it's like one of the best teas I've ever had in my life. It literally tastes like drinking like a delicious blueberry cobbler, but it has like no sugar in it. And now though, I'm still excited to get to brew that tea. It's actually what I have today. And it's comfy, it's delightful, and it's wonderful. Drop the brand. Oh, what is the brand? I don't know. You know what? I'll post a picture of it in the Discord after this. It's in Polish, but I don't know if it's a Polish brand. I'm not, actually don't really think it is. It might just be translated to Polish. So I'll take a picture. It might be the easiest way to like find out what it is. But yeah, I'll definitely remember to do that after stream today. But Yeah, because like literally all I remember is the word borufki on it because it's the word for blueberries. Yeah. Throw it on my Discord probably. Yeah, I'll probably put it in mine because I wouldn't know where else to put it. Are you on the Discord? Because if you are, I can at you. If still, you're right. It still might have different packaging. Oh, I also love tea. I became so obsessed with tea recently. Like, straight up. Especially like, so I have to avoid caffeine at night. Like, cause like literally I am extremely sensitive to caffeine, which is fine. It just means that I have to like be really careful when I have caffeine, when I don't. It's also why rooibos becomes like one of my favorite teas, no caffeine. But like that's why I have like this blueberry tea with like hibiscus and stuff, and like these other lovely like mint teas and herbal teas and chamomile teas and just so many different fruits. And I'm just trying like all these different flavors, and I feel like it's really exciting, honestly, to get a new tea flavor, especially because like with that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, well if there's should be a command here, maybe I can do it. Do. Oh no, it won't let me because it apparently thinks I'm not logged into my own chat, despite the fact that I'm definitely logged into my own chat. Can I do it here? Let's try it one more time. Discord. It worked! All right. So if you go there, then you'll see it posted on, like, if you want, you can literally, yeah, Twitch is so weird. If you want, you can literally, like, leave the Discord again after you get the thing, because I know it might be a pain to have too many channels, but, like, at the same time, it's still the easiest place to post things afterwards, so obviously you're more than welcome to stick around. Just, like, didn't want to feel like an obligation. I didn't want to feel like I'm bribing you to the Discord with tea. Though that might work. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I find like I got sensitive to caffeine. Like caffeine used to make me sleepy. It doesn't anymore. Ever since I like stopped taking ADHD medication for like a year. Now it just like join the Discord. We have tea. You know, that actually could work so many ways. Like what if it was also like we got drama, but like the good kind of drama, like teaming up. Ooh, oh, that's a good pun. Oh, that's so good it hurts. Oh, that's painful. I am actually gonna have a sip of tea now. Y'all made me think about this delicious blueberry tea. Oh my god, it's still so good. Okay. But yes, we shall continue the story. But I'm still thinking about, like I have something percolating in my brain. We'll come back to it. But yeah, I still want to say multiple things. I want to say it feels good. I still miss being able to leave the house. I'll just go with feels good. Feels good. Life is worth living again. It's true. Space facts, video game stuff, that's as close as the drama gets, but like tea can be spilled. Also, I'm pretty sure I've decided I'm definitely going to up the swole pact. I'm going to start posting my stats on the lifting thing so you guys can even watch me progress. I hope I'll continue to remember. I might just screenshot my app. I'm not sure. That might be easier for me, but either way, like I hope people might start to play Ring Fit again, or people go lifting and they post some stuff there. I really like encouraging positive habits in people, and I miss being able to do that, because like the only reason I'm not playing Ring Fit and doing that on stream is because now I live above people and I don't want my neighbors to murder me. Weightlifting stats a lot. Actually, it's not going to be a lot. I've taken a break from weightlifting at this point for years. I'm going to be starting with the bar again. So it's going to be like the 45-pound bar and nothing else for like, but it's going to increase every single session. So we'll see. I mean, once upon a time, even then, was it really a lot? It was a lot compared to like some people who've never lifted or other stuff. It's like, it's weird to think about stats kind of stuff. But yeah, if I can even have remote positive impact on people like exercising, because like it's such a huge thing, like literally, honestly, like totally off topic, kind of like we're tangenting hard, but hey, that's life. I literally had in my debate class, we had a bunch of random topics, and someone at some point brought up the like, you know, can you exercise your way out of depression? And I'm like, there's literally a subreddit about that. You know, I can argue any side of anything. And so I decided to argue for it because it seems ridiculous, right? But then when I started looking into the data about it, actually, like literally, so there, yeah, we had a debate class, and then it was about like exercise. And so I was on the pro side of you can totally exercise your way out of depression. Obviously, not all depression, you know, how do you define certain kinds of depression, etc. But still, it's extremely beneficial to exercise. There's a hormone, BNCP, BCNP. Oh, now I forget the name of it because it's literally 4 letters, and my brain's like, just mix them up. Just mix up the letters. They're just letters, right? But there is a hormone that your brain releases. It only releases it from really specific things. It releases it from like electric shocks, certain kinds of trauma, and exercise. And what it does is it creates another hormone that is released that literally instigates neurogenesis in the hippocampus. It actually doesn't need to be at least 30 minutes of exercise. That is beneficial, but that's 30 minutes of like walking. There also haven't been a lot of studies on the differences in benefit between cardio versus lifting and a couple other things like that. But at minimum, literally just exercising remotely consistently for 6 to 8 weeks, you will notice a difference in the literal size of your brain. Yeah, well, the effect will fall off in a way in that, like, you won't get the adrenaline, you won't get the novelty effect anymore, but you are still getting the benefits. It's probably similar to other medications where either sometimes you get tolerant to it and you'd need more or more intensity to get similar effects, or what's more common with medication, this is also very common with ADHD medication, is it'll still keep working, but you're used to the effects, so you no longer feel the effects, you now would only feel the lack of them. So if you stop exercising for a while, that's probably what you'll notice at this point. No, I don't get the rush either. It's not from the rush. The rush isn't the magical thing that's actually like legitimately an antidepressant. Oh, you didn't stick with it. Oh, okay, now I get it. Yes, absolutely. It is hard to stick with it. It is one of those things where you kind of need to, like, everyone's different. It's never about motivation. It's always about discipline and forcing yourself to do something. And also, what I also find helpful for making sure you do something and making sure you stay exercising is there's a couple of things. Some of my friends like the no 0 days idea, which is like literally even if you just do like stretching, as long as you do something that day, that works for some people. What I find is better is to have a system of safety nets, like tons of them. Basically be like, cool, maybe your favorite thing is lifting. Let's say it's lifting and going to the gym. So today you're really not feeling it for whatever reason. Maybe you're a little sick, you're not really sure, or like the weather's really terrible, or you can't for whatever reason. Cool, have a backup. Any kind of backup. Maybe the backup is like Ring Fit. Maybe the backup is go for a walk. Maybe the backup is go for a jog. I hate jogging. Some people like it. It is what it is. Maybe the backup is dancing. Like literally just be like, put on some music and dance for like 20, 30 minutes. Just go nuts as you are. But, and if you can't even do that, if you're so sick or tired you can't do that, on the day where you normally would do a workout, just do some stretches, do something. Yeah, exactly. Basically, like always have something where it's like you keep the habit, and the habit is do a workout on these days, but the workout doesn't always, but it shouldn't be like performance based. It shouldn't be, oh, well, I didn't lift, therefore I failed. No, it should be, I did a thing, and you can always find the smallest possible thing to do that then lets you keep the habit. So I feel really passionate about this kind of stuff. So I would definitely say that's for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I was really bad recently, and I haven't been exercising much, just really, really inconsistently. So forcing myself to finally go back to the gym and start lifting again. And I haven't even done lifting in so long. So I'm like nervous, but really more excited than nervous. And I will keep you guys updated because see how it goes. Right. So now that we've talked about lifting again. Oh, yes. Little routine of it. Yes. Get more consistent. Make it part of a routine where also like you reward yourself. Like don't punish yourself for not doing it. reward yourself for the process of it. Like, just sit there and think about, well, like, okay, well, because even for that, if you find yourself being like, oh, I don't know if I want to do the whole routine, just be like, what if I just do one of those stretches? Like, find the foot in the door, because I find that, like, if you take even one tiny step, like some people, it's just like, just go to the gym, even if you don't do anything there. Because sometimes when you're there, you're like, oh, I'm already here. Maybe I can do like one thing. And then just keep letting yourself, like, give yourself the option to opt out, but the smallest possible thing. Hell yeah. It's a great resolution too. And here's also a confetti cannon from Ripsticks for this. I have to imagine it's because of a beautiful conversation about exercise, which is something that is near and dear to my heart. And oh boy, howdy, when I wasn't exercising consistently, did I feel like a part of my identity was gone. I'd always identify, well, not always. For many years, I'd identified as someone who loved working out and was fit, but like as someone who like identified that way, but then wasn't doing it for like a year because my schedule was just nightmare and I just kept not prioritizing it because I kept telling myself, oh, I'll do this other thing. Oh, now I can't because this person doesn't want to do it, or blah, blah, blah. Any reason I came up with myself, and just letting myself go that far, I felt so out of touch with myself. Like, I can't identify this way anymore. I feel like a liar now if I say I like exercising and then don't do it. So it's kind of like, you know, giving me the option to be able to start identifying with it again, just at minimum by paying, so I have to go. I find that can sometimes help too, though paying is now a different thing. I have to deal with money. But hey, I've decided that it's worth it, because clearly if I don't do some kind of payment thing and force myself, I will just not. So that's how it goes. Plus, also finding a gym buddy, I think, makes all the difference in the world. At least for me personally, I just really like sharing experiences with people. Also, I really need a spotter to lift. So, and as a lady shape, I do not trust random dudes at the gym to spot me without being weird. Yet. Maybe one day, but once you've had one bad experience, oh boy. Anyway, so, I'm glad to see your mood has improved. So, what are your plans now? My biggest concern is still Adana. Sooner or later, she's gonna find out about my new deck. If I want to be free, I'll need to deal with her at some point. Well, the cosmic wheel is already in motion. Look how quickly you've reconnected with the Coven. Just stay alert and seize any opportunity the universe throws at us. How do you do it? Manipulate fate? You tell me. We're not so different. Not really. I mean, I get to read into possible futures. But escaping from Adana's sentence was an impossibility until I summoned you. Are you sure? It was by your will that I appeared. You're the one making the jigsaw fall into place. Are you suggesting I'm the one that created you? What? Please, witch. I was just trying to encourage you. You owe me a lot and you're paying a high price for this, so don't forget. But you summoned me. And yes, I absolutely agree. Suplex is one of the best answers to that problem. Unfortunately, that can count as assault. And you have legal problems. Shame, because they would have had what was coming to them. That speaks volumes about the power of your will. Have more faith in yourself. Okay, no need to mock me. Look, a falcon's arrived. Oh, could it be from Thea? Dear Fortuna, I have terrible news. Please invite me to your home ASAP. Single salt. Yes, one salt. Too salty. Fortuna. What is it? What happened? It's about your leader. What about Adana? Adana's dead. Okay, I literally did not see that coming at all. I thought I was gonna have to fight her. She's just dead. Scream of Black. Oh, funeral. Oh god. Chapter IV, Succession. We are reunited here today to say goodbye to our friend Patrish. No, this was our friend from the past. It makes sense. Everyone's dressed in more old school things. She lived intensely and died on her own terms, returning her body to the earth just as she wished. Is she old, though? I think she's old. Like this gray hair. Fingers crossed she lived a good, long life. All the flowers. Naked and covered in flowers, my body to the soil, my soul to my sister, to the stars. Actually, it's pretty metal. Be like, yo, I want to go complete naked and covered in flowers. That's actually like really artistic choice. Respect. You lived in beauty and depart in beauty. Now some words from her eldest son. Oh, she had a kid. Pedro. I'm not good with speeches, so excuse my brevity. I will always be in awe. Oh no, Pedro's this guy. He's much bigger. She's got a grandchild, I think. Will always be in awe of the life. I thought it was this guy. Life my mother brought into this world. And I'm not only talking about her numerous children and grandchildren. Talking about her words, her ideas, her wisdom. I don't know if any of us will ever achieve the clarity my mother had. With her gone, we've lost the brightest light in the universe. I wish any of our dads were decent enough to be half the person our mother was. Oh. Yeah, I guess she, a lot of baby daddies. I wish any of them were brave enough to have stayed by her side. Today, I didn't only lose my one true parent, but also my idol. Adios, mama. Te quiero. He loves. Thank you, Pedro. Now, Mr. Stanton, you wanted to say something too? That's right, thank you. I feel lucky that you're all letting me be part of this moment. I wanted to share with you how much of an inspiration her family was to her. She always spoke of you so dearly. She loved you more than anything. Trish could strike you as a cynical person at first. She always had that, I'm too smart to be wasting my time with you vibe. But she was ultimately driven by love. Love of life and of the human experience. I've been extremely fortunate to have been her editor for the past 20 years. And I know for a fact she's been a mother not only to you, but hundreds of thousands of readers across the globe. Her unique perspective on pleasure and joy has been an inspiration for many women from many cultures. She's leaving a bleeding wound inside many hearts, but also a legacy. The world is stronger and healthier thanks to her, and that feeling, that energy will never die. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Mr. Stanton. Now to proceed with the last rites. Yeah, actually, I saw that once, the cremation tree thing. I think that's really cool, especially because, like, first of all, there's no actual, like, body to deal with because it's been cremated, so you can still just, like, take what is left of the goodness in your body and, like, put it in the ground. But also, like, being a part of a tree and then, like, I don't know, who knows, maybe a part of your afterlife consciousness gets to hang out with a tree. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in anything like that, but I think it'd be cool. Actually, I don't believe in it. I just hope that would be cool if some kind of afterlife-y thing was a thing. Because I'd really prefer to be immortal. Wait, I want to speak to. Oh, of course, go ahead. Grandma. You aren't really gone, are you? That body covered in flowers. You just had to leave that old husk behind, right? You had so many plans. So many ideas. Can't accept that you let a stupid cancer take away what we were building together, right? Yeah. You haven't betrayed me, have you? Fortuna. It's okay, Pedro. Let her express herself. I can't do this by myself. Did you run off to the stars to look for your sister? You promised you'd take me with you to see the cosmos. If you don't come back right now, I will never forgive you. Nadia, I'm sure your grandmother will keep guiding you from wherever she is. One never truly leaves this world. Patricia's body may turn to dust, Patricia's voice may be gone silent, but her essence is an everlasting gift we will never lose. Patricia, she's broken free from that name. Now we will call her Autumn. We will call her tears and fragrance, a mid-afternoon dream. Enough with the cheesy poetry already. You will never understand my grandmother or what we were doing together. Maria, I am sorry for your loss. Now, if no one has any more words to share, we will return her to the earth. May your soul bless the stars, Patricia. I mean, technically speaking, there is rebirth, and that, yeah, like your cells, the energy cannot be created or destroyed. It's always transferred to something. So something is transferred somewhere, but it's probably not consciousness, because consciousness requires the brain to be conscious the way it is, but maybe there's a sense of something? I don't know. Also, yeah, heat death of the universe. Who knows? So, my prediction finally came true, huh? You managed to live 59 years, 11 months, and 21 days. That's it? 59? That is young, actually. For a second, I believe you'd be able to break free from your fate. You remained a tough bitch, even to death. It's too hard to do this without your witty comebacks. Sorry I didn't come and visit you after I ascended. But time among the stars sure flies. I wasn't sure how you'd deal with the fact that your sister became a witch. I'm so sorry. That night on the beach, I started walking into the sea and I never looked back. Somehow you knew, huh? You knew I wasn't dead. You're the only thing I missed from my time as immortal. It's been tough up there without you. What about one last reading, for old time's sake? What should I ask about? Wonder how our relationship would have been if I'd stayed? Do you mind if I indulge, Patrish? Yeah, like, this is really sad, actually. They're doing this really beautifully. I'm trying to, like, low-key distract myself, but at the same time I also want to immerse in the feelings, you know? Okay, the Hermit. The Hermit's lantern is the lamp of truth used to guide the unknowing. He holds a patriarch's staff to help him navigate narrow paths as he seeks enlightenment. His cloak is a form of discretion. I'd have married one of your husband's brothers and we'd have had a big, happy family all together. We would have run a popular magazine together with Eva as editor-in-chief. I don't know. I mean, I love the idea of, like, big, non-traditional family. Like, I'm huge on non-traditional family stuff and, like, basically actually, like, raising people as like, a small village, but at the same time, this one doesn't involve specifically romance, but then again, I did mention romance, so perhaps it was actually... You know what? I'm gonna go with this one just because I said romance earlier in the game, so... in the non-traditional family thing. We'd help raise each other's children. We'd have taught them about love and literature. I'd have taught them about magic and pizza. We'd have enjoyed long summer nights drinking wine with our husbands and friends, watching over the kids playing in the garden. Trish, I missed you so much. I'm gonna miss you so much. What the hell am I doing reading into the hypothetical? How can I be this cowardly? I owe you more than this. The first and only time I read into someone's death was for you. As a last present, I'll get real. I'll read beyond your death. I'm scared of that presence I found when you dared me to read into your demise. I was lurking there, watching us from the unknown. These cards are random too? Oh my god. They put so much thought and time into this to have these be random. Like, they would have had so many different possible readings. It's lurking there watching us from the unknown. I'll look into its eyes now to see for myself where we're sending you off to. I'm gonna hydrate. That's not a great sign. That's... Oh no. Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. The beast is the keeper of everything that is forbidden. Their servants ooze with lust and invite you to fall into temptation, enlightenment beyond corruption. You'll become an archivist of occult texts. You'll become an intergalactic detective. I mean, this one sounds cooler. Intergalactic detective sounds cool, but honestly, the archivist of occult texts sounds pretty dope. I thought it was gonna be like something scary. Okay, at least it's sweet. It's pretty cool. You'll collect and translate many lost and forbidden texts and keep them safe in a massive 5-dimensional library. What? I think I lost my talent. This doesn't make any sense. What in the cosmos am I doing? Sorry, Patrish. I'm just spewing nonsense. Don't leave me. What? What? 6 feet under my ass. Patrish! Fortuna? What is this? Is this the other side? Why are you in cosplay? I actually do want a confetti cannon for this one. She literally just raised her sister from the dead? Maybe that's why the occult text. Dang. Loss is hard, yeah. Grief is really tough, and obviously, like, the grief that comes with death is by far the strongest, but there are so many different things to grieve, and grieving what could have been is one of the worst. Like, I actually saw a post about this on Facebook the other day where it's like, you can grieve, like, people that aren't dead but are effectively gone, like people who you'll never see again, people who you blocked, like exes who you never even want to talk to again, or family members who aren't worth contacting or who you really shouldn't contact, etc. Like, that's all also real grief, and it's painful too. Even just like old best friends, oh my gosh, yeah, because like people grow and they change, and you're supposed to, like, we're supposed to change sometimes, like, and not only do people move on from you, but sometimes you move on from other people, and sometimes, like, you people think like, oh, they're just leaving me, they're abandoning me, but when you're on the other side, when you're that person who moves on from somewhere else, who needs to move on from someone else, it's not easier. It's not easier to like realize that it's not the same anymore, and that it can't be the same anymore, and that it's not good for you anymore. Oh, I'm having a lot of feelings. Or like lost dreams. Oh yeah, and missing person cases. There's just, you don't even get the closure of death. It's just, they're gone. Maybe they'll even turn up one day, and it'll always just be there in your mind that, well, like, maybe, just maybe, you'll find them, or they'll be found, or they'll show up, or whatever, but they're probably dead, but you can't mourn them because you can't be sure, and there's no grave, there's no nothing. There were so many things that I dreamed about being when I was young, and one of those dreams was actually the first dream I had. I wanted to be a singer. That obviously didn't happen. It was not going to happen. I gave up on, well, I didn't even give up on that dream. It's just like, it never flourished. Or I started playing piano in 1st and 2nd grade, and I loved it. And then we moved, and my parents didn't get me a new piano teacher, even though I asked. And then we moved again, and it still didn't happen. And then we just kept moving, and the chance was gone. Missed opportunities. What could have been, especially since, like, literally even as a 6-year-old, people were telling me, oh, you have those long piano fingers. I'm like, oh, cool, I guess I should try piano. And I enjoyed it. I wanted to be a writer. I really wanted to be a writer, actually. Writing is the reason I started drawing in the first place, because I needed to illustrate my stories. So this crazy imagination and crazy dreams all the time. And it's tough. Yeah. Dream is to be a game developer. Ooh, I've had that dream too. I haven't given up on that one. That particular dream seems to be kind of forever persistent, that it always kind of comes back. Oh, grieving how your parents could have been. Yeah. That's brutal too. Yeah, I didn't have a great childhood. I won't get into it. That's uh, not for that's not a public discussion, but there's definitely a lot of times where it's like, oh, I really wish that that had been different. There's so many things that could have been different, and so many, like, if I didn't have to spend like so many years of my life healing from my childhood, what kind of person could I have been? Instead of one who was like struggling with that constantly, depression. If I had figured out I had ADHD way earlier, like, oh, I don't know, when I was like constantly making tapping noises and like so many sound effects and basically unable to pay attention and daydreaming, like literally it's written in like second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. Nope, no tests, no one ever even mentioned ADHD as a possibility. And later, when I met a different friend who had ADHD, she had a different kind. She had like pure hyperactive, so I was like, oh, I'm not like her, so I don't have it. Not how that works, but it took me until college to figure that out / actually get diagnosis, which has helped. But that's another thing that people who get later diagnoses of things is that you grieve all the time that you could have had and all of the moments that you felt like shit about yourself for like, why can't I do this? Why am I like this? Why is this happening? All those years, if you could have had the diagnosis, if you could have been believed, your whole life could have changed. We could absolutely listen. There is always the possibility that we could be besties in the future. Maybe this is the beginning, or like day 2 or 3 of like a new amazing friendship. We don't know. Always possible. Maybe even a better reason than that I invited you to join the Discord. Or even the grandfather. Oh, Alzheimer's. Oh God. Alzheimer's, dementia is also really, really brutal too, because it's like you start watching them die because they stop being the person that you remember before they're even gone. You still love them, and sometimes they're that person, but then sometimes they're also not, and it's, oh, that's so hard. I want to give everyone just like a huge hug. Everyone here with me just deserves all the hugs while we're on the screen of Fortuna hugging her undead sister. I have feelings about that. Yeah. I actually grieve not really getting to know my grandparents. My grandparents live in South Africa, where my mom is from. And so because of that, the last time I went to South Africa, I was 12. I was a kid. I barely remember it. I never got to know them, and when my grandfather died, I saw how like torn up my mom was about it, and I could never admit to her that I couldn't feel much about it because I just couldn't remember him enough. So all I could do was be there for her, and I feel like I also had to grieve her regret that I couldn't know him more also, because I know she knew that I didn't really get to know him. I know she knew that we didn't really get to have that much time together. He was great though, from what I do remember. He liked to experiment with cooking. Oh my god, I do the same thing. He would like get really excited. Like when I went to South Africa, he was really excited because he just found out what like Chinese 5-spice was, and he started putting it in everything, and I loved it. I loved his cooking. He just would like put stuff together that he thought would taste good, and it did to me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I spent so much of my childhood and so much time thinking, oh, I'm stupid, I'm lazy, etc. Even when you get the diagnosis, you still listen, Chinese 5-spice is legit great, but it doesn't necessarily go on everything, but it can go on a lot of things. Yeah. Probably a lot of cool teas too. It's actually one of the reasons I'm really glad that rooibos has no caffeine in it, because like rooibos is South African tea. So it reminds me of my mom, and it reminds me of any memories of that part of my family that I don't know. I never have been to a funeral. That's also a thing. I didn't go to his funeral. His funeral's in South Africa. My mom went, of course. I couldn't. I had school. I couldn't go to the other side of the world. And I think she took one of my little brothers with her, who apparently it was fine for them to miss school because they weren't in high school. Maybe I was in college. I think I was in college, actually, but I don't remember anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard funerals aren't fun. Like, I don't think anyone has been like, yeah, no, I've been to a great funeral. I also think we should change that. Like, I've always felt weird about mine, where it's just like, I personally, like, don't care what happens with, like, for example, with, like, body after I die. I don't care. I could not give, like, a single... Oh, yeah, actually, we have the 18 plus. I could not give a single fuck what happens to my body after I die, because I know I won't be there. No, that won't be the thing. It's for other people, but at the same time, I also don't want, like, my body pumped full of chemicals that then are gonna, like, be really bad for the earth and have everyone be exploited by, like, how expensive, like, caskets and funeral processes and all that stuff is. Like, that's crazy. Feel so many mixed feelings on that, because obviously it's a really important service that they do, but at the same time, some of the things that they do are also really exploitative of people who are the worst part there. So yeah, put in a hole, throw me in a dumpster. No, maybe don't do that. That's probably a health hazard. But, like, you know, honestly, whatever is the simplest and the cheapest and the most ecological. Yeah. You probably guys can hear it. There was definitely tears. Definitely, looking up a little bit there. Hope maybe some of you had, like, some good tears from that too. Because, like, as much as I like to be cheerful and happy on the stream, as much as I also think that these moments are really important too. You know, I really think that, like, we shouldn't shy away from all kinds of emotions, and while I try to foster positivity, I also don't like toxic positivity. Like, we need moments like this. We need moments where we can think about these things that are hard, that just don't come up in day-to-day stuff, and we need to... I think it's even nicer when we can have those moments when we're not alone, because honestly, from a lot of the stuff we said, it seems like a lot of people in chat and me, like, we have lots of aspects of it, lots of moments, not even direct moments, but, like, emotions in common, you know? Spreading ashes is nice too. Cremation is honestly pretty ecological overall, and it doesn't take up space anywhere necessarily. And yeah, your ashes can be spread somewhere cool. Should be fun. Yeah. Celebrating someone's life is apparently the best way to do it. Like, you need grief, you need closure. But I think most people, when they go, they want people to remember them as they were in their best, remember them as they were alive, remember them as some of their best moments and best memories with them. And that is how we honor people, even if it's a happy sad, is to have those bittersweet memories of, oh, that was lovely and it'll never happen again, but that makes it all the more precious to have these moments and times. And this also is something that I really like about art and music and stuff in general, is like, it's such a better way of or even story writing, poetry, such a better way of capturing emotion. It's such a, like, you can paint, draw, play music, sing, while just imagining, feeling something, and, like, you can put your feelings into an expression. And that is something that I miss about what happened when my love for art had been tainted by let's say capitalism and the artist's curse. the artist curse for me is I was never able to stop comparing myself to others. And the reason I was never able to stop comparing myself to others was because I wanted to make money, and the only way to make money is to compete with other artists, and that felt so shitty. And I never was able to really love anything I made. Honestly, one of the best things I've ever created is me. My little cute jelly self. It's one of the only things that no matter how long it's been like 2 or 3 years. 3 years at least. And I'm adorable. And I'm cool and I still look great. Like this, the only thing I'm ashamed of is that I didn't really make a lot of like accessories and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do accessories or 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4 at this point. Oh geez. Well, it's at least 3. Listen, time flies. Sentimental over ice cream. Yo, ice cream is a beautiful passion. What was his, wait, if he was passionate about it, he probably didn't have a favorite flavor. He probably had multiple, but maybe he had, okay, name at least one of his favorite flavors. Unless he did have a top favorite flavor, in which case I might buy it. And like, think about the fact that like a memory passed on through a friend can cause me to enjoy something in a different way. Like, I will eat ice cream in honor of your grandfather. Give me an excuse to buy ice cream. I never buy ice cream. Photo of Polish version of your friend's grandma's ice cream later. No. Grandpa. Why are you in cosplay? Patrish, I love you. I love you too, silly. Coffee flavored? I love coffee. I love coffee flavored ice cream so much. The smoky texture reminding him of the morning. I love coffee ice cream. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna buy myself some coffee ice cream if I can find it in Poland, actually. Probably, but not in like Żabka. It's not a really common flavor. I will find this. I will find coffee flavored ice cream and I will thank your grandpa. Plus, yeah, I like the gentle combination of like bitter with it. Also because I don't really drink coffee anymore because I like can't because it messes me up. Hits me hard. Oh no. I like literally forget I have it, but I have been scanning it starting this year because there was some reason that I needed to download it because something was actually cheaper instead of just being like a bonus. Like there was actually something where if you have the app, this thing is cheaper. So I actually did. Her week ghosts. No, Patrish, this is the real world. I'm a witch. And I believe you are one now too. Fuck me. No way. Our sister? Whoa. Oh, I love that. Oh, no, it's Adana. I got so disappointed. Donna's dead. Oh, what? I'm even more confused. It is imperative that we speak before I vanish. Oh, I'm gonna give her a British. Oh my god, look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, yo, I have no love for Adana, but this is gorgeous design. Oh my god. Oh, it's so spicy. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hello, Fortuna. Is something the matter? I heard you were dead. That is correct. You have never met the corpse of a witch. I keep forgetting how young some of you are. I always thought of death as just that, the end. It can be if you are killed or erased. But a witch also dies when they lose the will to live. Now I am but an aimless corpse, waiting to be consumed by your sisters or to be scattered through the cosmos. Why are you visiting me then? Think of me as a ghost, dealing with loose ends. The rich eat Adana. Done. Will do. In that case, my exile is over? I'm afraid it is not. Viewing sentences now falls upon the next leader of the coven. And, who might that be? It is yet to be decided. Vanilla chocolate syrup on... Oh, I also love it. Yo, your granddad had great taste in ice cream. For reals. Like, I also love vanilla. I never understood why people see vanilla as, like, basic classic flavor, especially, like, and then when I came to Poland, turns out it's not. The basic, like, no add-ons flavor is just cream flavored ice cream, and it's completely different than vanilla. Vanilla tastes like vanilla, but more. Like, it's... honestly, I didn't expect ice cream to completely change when I went to Europe, but surprise, surprise. Then even then, sometimes I miss the flavor of American vanilla bean. The vanilla here is like French vanilla, which is like fine, but it's not what I want usually. Vanilla with chocolate chip. Yes. Vanilla was my favorite growing up. Chocolate and ice cream suck. I will say I've had the best ice cream in my life here in Poland, in Barcelona. Also is the other place I had ice cream. Had some wonderful gelato there. But, I mean, also, yeah, the chocolate's better here too. But vanilla bean and cotton candy flavored ice cream, I still miss that. No one puts as much sugar in there as we do. And that is the flavor of childhood. I sense something different about you. What have you done? You've grown. You feel like an adult witch now. It is a shame I did not get to meet you in this form. I don't know what you're talking about. What loose end have you come to tie up here anyways? You. I want to ask you what you've learned during this brief isolation. That you are brief. Summer flower. Millennium is but a breeze for a witch. I don't care that you're a boring old geezer, Adana. Healthy person needs stimulus. And you've barely had to spend 2 centuries by yourself. Do not complain. You will thank me when you are old. I don't think I will. I really don't think I will. Bear the right to gummy bear. Oh, cheesecake flavor with gummy bears? I would try it. I would definitely try it. It sounds lovely. In any case, what have you learned during this period? Also, I have had some amazing ice cream in Seattle. I really love this gelato place in Ballard. It's like had a goat on it or something, but like that was incredible gelato. Also, Salt and Straw has some of the weirdest flavors I've ever experienced in my life. Listen, ain't no one can do bacon, eggs, and pancake ice cream like Salt and Straw and actually make me enjoy it. Also, strawberry and balsamic vinegar? No, balsamic. Maybe it was balsamic vinegar. I don't know. Either way, it was really good. I loved it. Just tried the samples to try. Can't bring them from Seattle. It's too far. Texture of the gummy bears. Oh yeah, they get like extra chewy. Though it depends on the kind of gummy bear. I had some like really good vegan gummy bears on the plane back to Poland last time I came back. They had to give us like extra snacks because of how late the plane was, so they like bribed us. It was actually nice though. I'd never had such an open plane. In any case, what have you learned during this period? I don't think exile is a constructive solution, but also I actually think it's wrong for a single witch to rule a coven. It's wrong for a single witch to rule coven. Your word alone shouldn't be enough for me to spend centuries apart from my loved ones. My judgments are not capricious. I converse with the gods. Divine quorum is more important than the clash of personal volitions. God should never say what happens to us witches either. Nonsense. How was I supposed to learn? Allow me to explain. You have been wrong all along in calling your talent divination. What is tarot then, if not divination? I should tell you about the nature of this universe, the secret of reality. Consciousness is but a responsibility. Everything that is sentient modifies the nature of the realm we inhabit. Not even the straight gods, yep. Absolutely spicy.
Hey, yo, Hero 2! Welcome. Look at this gorgeous character.
Who is also definitely a bitch. He can get proven right. Maybe. All that has happened, every phenomenon, it's only real because it has been perceived. The parts of the universe that have not been measured are yet to be defined. Your arts do not predict events. They define them. You were right. You were right. We was right. She's creating the future. Very cool. Unknowingly, you are shaping what didn't happen in the past as well as what is yet to happen. You are not a reader. You are a writer. You smart. Yo, you had those smarticle particles. You called it. You called it real fast. I immediately jumped in on that because it was a real smart idea. And you were right. Became my headcanon. Now it's real canon.
But hold on. What if, okay guys, but like,
What if, Here too, wait, are you the one who made it true by writing it though? Are you the writer of the future? Did you, by saying this, did you change the nature of the game? Here too, you gotta tell me if you're a witch. You gotta tell me. Otherwise it's entrapment. Secrets out. I've sussed you out here too. I see you are the new divination witch. You'll have to give us all a reading. Well, I mean, actually, you don't have to give us a reading, but like, you know, it'd be nice. That is why I exiled you. When you predicted the falling of this coven, you were in actuality dooming us all. I have worked hard to prevent that omen, and I am still not sure if I have succeeded. Only time will tell. Why are you telling this to me now? Because I am dead. And I deem it better that you become aware of the magnitude of your ability, and since I will not be here to protect the coven from you any longer. Why didn't you tell me to begin with? Because I was afraid you would write me off this plane. I am well aware you despise me. Keeping you away from your deck was the only way I could think to ensure some stability for the coven. Come on, I'm not the villain you think I am. Likewise. Fair enough. Should be okay, right? No, this is the perfect medium for this type of game. Absolutely. Because their choices have changed the future. Literally. Remember, you can manipulate anything that does not exist. The future is the most obvious implication, but I'm also talking about the past. You can alter anything that did not happen. So, Dahlia's past then. Damn. The coven is about to go through some turbulent times. I do not think you are mature enough to handle your talent, but it is not in my hands anymore. Do as you please with this knowledge. I understand. Y'all get $1,000,000 and oh yes, I'm gonna wait for that $1,000,000. I mean, maybe it'll take some years to get them, or maybe by the time I get $1,000,000, it's because inflation has gotten so bad that what I have, the $1,000,000 is not worth anything anymore. Ah, the monkey's paw. I have a parting gift. Coppersmith. Whoa. Dear substance of kin, forsake the mortal hex. Abandon flesh, abandon sinew. Thou art now my magic. Thou art no more sin. Whoa, that is a spicy card. I literally can't pay for that. I don't have enough air. Thank you. This is a super arcana. Any card created with this image will allow you to access more readings than with a regular. How did she find out about my deck? How'd she find out about my deck? She's literally like, here's the thing. I didn't tell her about it. How did you... Even if you believe me a farce, the gods truly speak to me. They told me about the new deck you are crafting. This custom deck, it suits your arts better than the limited tarot. So my decision to have you exiled has paid off in the end. So what, do you expect me to thank you? I expect nothing. I am dead. This will be the last time we speak. Do you wish to say anything else to me before my departure? Yeah, just one for the road, one final. Fuck you. Anything else? I will make this coven better. I'll make sure it's better than it was. Good. I will leave now. Wait. Any last advice? No. Goodbye. Alright, I did seal the Coven's fate. The Coven will be better dead. Because the Coven instead will break into a bunch of smaller Covens. Basically, the Coven currently is AT&T Bell. It's too big. And it's too big to fail, so it must fail. And then become a bunch of smaller companies. Nope. Later loser. It actually has the same energy of like Withers from Baldur's Gate. Blah blah. No. Okay, old man. I get it. You alright? Still processing. Why? This is too much responsibility. I shouldn't toy with people's fates, or even worse, their pasts. I can see that messing with the past is somewhat unsettling. But the future? Pfft. Aren't we all messing with each other's lives all the time anyways? You just happen to have the other upper hand. I don't know. I actually agree with that. My final message. Goodbye. Thou remain bitchless. Thou walketh alone. I never got that because Karlach and I had a beautiful romance from as early on as I possibly could. And she was down. She was down. Honestly, Karlach is goals in so many ways. More than that, as the sole possessor of this talent, you have the responsibility to use it. You have the power to change this universe for the better. Own it. Maybe you have a point there. It just tells you to... Thou shalt touch grass. I verily recommend this for this course of action. Take a blade of grass and wrap your fingers betwixt the strands, the blades, on the ground. And there you will find what it is you truly need. It is a moment away from this machine of electricity that you are unable to leave on your own will. Yes, that's one way to say I'm addicted to the computer, but it's true. It's true. I'm addicted. I like a trigger NPCs. True. Some individuals lead covens. Some run societies. Some beings can eat whole galaxies. I mean, I have the power to grant wishes. Hone your talents, Fortuna. That's true. Granting wishes in general is the whole thing. It's like an isekai protagonist trying hard, but yeah, obviously. obviously, listen, it's hard to improv that kind of stuff. And so it's always going to look like I'm trying hard, but also I wanted it to be obvious and silly as much as possible. That's true too, just talking about stuff that they can't understand. But you know, from the other world, country, back in my home country, it was normal to have electric magic items on your person at all times and communication pearls and stuff. Donna mentioned she'll be consumed. Yeah, she did mention that. I would have happily consumed her. I would have happily taken all of her force. Just been like, please, thank you. You're right. With these cards, it's not like I have total control over the readings. There's chance involved in the shuffling. What if a card only offers me tragic outcomes? You'll have to face some tough decisions, sure, but that's just like the rest of us. Sometimes there are no good outcomes. You have a talent for putting a spin on dire situations, don't you? Eat the rich for real. For real, for real. A more cannibalistic. It could be. Let's just put her in the pot of soup. She's like a ghost, though. I don't know how it works. I found myself stuck between a rock and a hard place too many times. This buddy's gone through a lot. That's true. I did tell him he was depressed. Which means that's true. That he was depressed. I have a knack for looking on the bright side for my own sake. That's really human of you. Or that's really behemoth of humans. I was here first. As I said, a true reality spinner. Hey, Donna told you, reality is modified by consciousness. I may be a master of that. Minimal red value. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'll probably, I was already pretty chill on the red for the most part, but now I feel like I need to make even more non-red cards so that, like, if a red card comes up, it's rare. I like the blue ones. And I definitely like the air ones, but the blue ones so far have been my fave. Oh, in any case, I may need some time before you feel ready to read cards again. Nonsense. I need you back in the game as soon as possible. Do you want me to look into what was bothering you then? Ah, well. It's alright, I won't push you. Thank you. Tell you what, let's put your talent to work in service of more immediate benefits. What about altering the Coven's relationship with Behemoth now that Idana is gone? That's not a bad idea. Murder someone and possibly die in the process. Ooh, yeah, that's brutal. There's a lot of brutal things. Yeah, no, I got, everything is fine. Nothing bad will happen. Yep, I know, right? I love how you get completely random options here. It's honestly fantastic. What if what we find in the cards isn't good? I don't think there's anything worse than being forbidden and hunted. You're right. Okay, let's put this deck to use. Yes, the first step into omnipotent. You would know, wouldn't you, two here too, considering this is literally a game about you. Just saying. I want to look into how the Coven deals with behemoths. And then we'll look into what's worrying you. No, I told you. It's not going to happen. Alright, I had to try one last time. Definitely deck. Yes! I love this card! This one is beautiful. Oh, permanent handicap, that's brutal too. But at least she's a witch though. She could do a lot with that. Though I don't know if she's not allowed to use like powers. Look at this! Look at this beautiful reading. This is gorgeous. Behemoth and witch will get to coexist in harmony. The Coven will relax their policies regarding behemoths and will judge them on a case-by-case basis. A witch from our Coven will develop a... Whoa! Yeah! What? What? Why? You can do terrible things. This is a choice I could make, and I would not want to do that. I will totally extort. No, why would I do that? Why would I enslave the behemoths? What? It's very cool, but that's not what I want. I don't want to make that choice. Listen, if you want to go back and you want to find that kind of choice, you absolutely can. You can. You can find a crazy choice and you can pick it and you can make a terrible end to your game, but for this run of this, I want everyone to be happy. What if I make it worse? No, I'm not that. That's not who I'm playing as Fortuna. This is a good Fortuna. Yeah, I really think this one's going to be the best one. It's my favorite water. Read some of the most amazing choices? Sure. But this time, no. That is delicious. I can't believe it's going to be as easy as that. You are the most terrifying witch I've ever met. A single sentence to solve all of our problems. Still have trouble picturing this actually happening. Feels weird now being aware that whatever comes out of my mouth will come true. Although it's always been like that, I guess. What were the other options? I'd rather not say. Feels like I'd corrupt the reading if I reveal them. Understood. Thank you, Fortuna. This means a lot to me. Not once in the history of this universe has anyone ever done so much for a behemoth. See? Do you see how sad? Do you see how sad he would be? Listen, I'm still hoping Abramara is my romance option. Kira, you're not making me ruin it for them. You're not ruining this for me. Don't ruin this for me. Ooh. I mean, she is immortal, though. I feel like getting a seizure from your powers is something that, like, it would have to be temporary for immortal witches. This wasn't just for you. Peaceful coexistence will be good for everyone. Of course. I'm thankful anyway. You're welcome. Your deck feels way more dangerous now. I doubt I'll ever subject myself to your divination again. In all the universes I've existed in, nothing has ever made me feel so fragile. Yeah, I did a monster. Yes. Especially crazy eldritch beasts with like spooky things going on. I am here for it. Make my eyes kind of match his. You must use these powers wisely, I beg of you. Whoa, I never expected a behemoth to beg. This is serious indeed. It's not a laughing matter, Fortuna. You were the one who was like, yeah, let's just use it. You have to use this power. But also be careful how you use it. I'm getting mixed signals here. Hey, don't look at me. You're always the one teasing when it comes to life or death issues. Got a taste of my own medicine, huh? Now I see it's not funny. Please accept my apologies. Come on, don't be so uptight. I've got your back. Sure. Look, you've got mail. Great, let's see. Or do we want to make another card? Let's see if we can make a card, you guys. Or maybe we should save it till after we talk to this person. Because, like, apparently you can only save the game by making the card. Today 18 plus? Oh, well, technically, every time I'm playing this game is 18 plus. We're still trying not to make the chat too cray-cray, but the F word, within reasons, etc., is allowed. And dangerous topics are also allowed within reason. Well, on a case-by-case basis, we'll do our best. Yes. But it's a very, yeah, it's a gentle 18 plus. Still, like, you know what, let's say it's between PG-13 and 18 plus, because I can't stop the game from doing what the game's doing. Okay, I have a lot of earth, and I have... Did I say I was going to make, like, an earthy earth card? I did. But what other cool... But the thingies I have... I did make an earthy earth card, actually. The road. That's very cool. I only have, like, one fire anyway, so, like, I'll probably keep that for just in case it's M17. That's not really between. That's, like, still closer to the side of, like... PG-13, just saying. Pleasant Prairie. What if we have a nice, normal, relaxing location? Yes, nice, normal, relaxing location. Very pleasant prairie. Let's see if we can. Actually, we might need more stuff. What was the new thing we got? Because we got these new ones. We literally cannot afford that even if we wanted to. That's very expensive. We can afford the florist. We can also not afford this. We can afford the bartender. The bartender, I feel like, needs a better location. Can we just like meet a bartender on the road? That could be kind of cool. Alternatively, we can put the Earth Boy in the prairie. We have literally so much Earth right now. Dun, dun, dun. How to Eldritch Horde is surprisingly human. Eldritch Word paper, you got mail, right? Hello, monk. How you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I got the new thing right at the... Is it the end?
Oh, I still can't afford that.
I want water thing. I think the only water one we have is this one. Let's see what this looks like. It might be really weird. If it's really weird, then we'll just... It's kind of weird. We put him on a plane, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to make another card. This one doesn't feel right yet. Let's try again after another reading. We have 2 males now. Correct to Oscar. I knew to heat everything in the house. Oh, dang. Dear Fortuna, are you alright? I have some difficult news to share with you. Let me know when I can come visit. Is it about Adana? Did you eat her?
Hello, Fortuna. I come with terrible news. I don't know how to say it.
Adana's dead.
You knew already.
I just met with Adana's corpse.
Is that true? What did she want?
She was dealing with loose ends.
Did she lift your sentence?
I wish. She was only trying to justify herself to leave this universe in peace, I guess.
Poor Adana.
My exile is now in the hands of whoever gets to rule next.
About that. The first order of business is to decide how to deal with Adana's corpse.
What do you mean?
There's an incredible amount of magic stored inside Adana's corpse, and now it's up to the coven to decide how to handle it. One option is to devour her so every witch in her coven becomes stronger. The other option is to scatter her remains and lock the cosmos so more witches can ascend. Oh, that way our clan could almost double in size. That's what happens if you spread it in the cosmos. Get more witches.
Oh, I like more witches.
I believe we should devour her. Changing government and all, I believe it's just not the best time to receive that many new trainees. There's already enough turmoil in having to establish a new direction. We just need to be stronger than ever for the sake of our sisters. See, speaking of that, I'm running for leader.
Ooh. Oh no, I bet Dahlia's running too.
Oh boy.
Oh, congrats and good luck.
Thank you. I thought the coven could use some more tender, loving care after Adana. Tender, loving care, but also I would like to become so much more powerful. Please allow me to eat the corpse of the previous leader so that I can become the most powerful version of myself possible.
Jeez, girl, Jasmine, I literally didn't expect that from you. Honestly, I thought she would go the other way. It's like,
we should share the love with as many people as possible. Like, think of how many people who could benefit from immortality. Plus, we could have some new ideas as we're changing government. That's what I feel. I feel more people, more better, especially because, like, you know, every time we send out some more possibilities of people ascending, you know, what if it's me this time? Just saying.
Club Athena.
Yeah. I can't say I would vote for her if she's against the other one.
She's a conservative. Oh, that makes sense. You get her kidney? Called dibs on liver.
Liver is delicious when cooked right, actually. I was surprised about that. Will you help me with your divination, Fortuna? Can I count on your support?
Tell me about your program first.
But of course, sorry. Right now, there are 5 pillars in the rule set of our coven: judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Judgment is about how we deal with conflicts within the coven and how we determine who's at fault and such. It's also the executive branch, tackling where the coven is going and how we deal with major events. Right now, we have runic judgment. Basically, it was a Donna consulting with the gods, which is messed up and I don't like it. I believe we shouldn't leave witch law in the hands of exogenous forces. Okay, I'll agree with that. Forbidden arts and mortal affairs. Oh, yes. We have affairs with mortals. My proposal is that it should be in the hands of the oldest 4 members of the Covenant in agreement with the leader. I don't necessarily think the oldest are the wisest. Then there's the law enforcement. Right now, witches who put the Covenant in jeopardy are sent to exile for a variable amount of time depending on the severity of their actions. And it's truly horrible. My proposal here is witches accumulate warnings depending on the severity of their transgressions. And eventually, should they fail to change their behavior, they will be expelled from the Covenant. No witch should endure what you're going through, Fortuna. Letting witches go to find new coven is a better fit, that's a more humane solution in my opinion. Then there's the forbidden arts. That's how we deal with hazardous magic and knowledge, such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, and so on. Right now, when the coven determines something could put our community at risk, we ban it. And I believe it should stay that way, so no changes on that front for my part. I don't necessarily agree with that. Next point, mortal affairs. That's how we dealt with humans and other lesser beings. Aidana determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated for witches' convenience. I don't like that at all. I don't believe any soul to be a lesser being to begin with. I believe we have the responsibility to protect and guide mortal societies. That's also not necessarily the best either. Minor slap on the wrist and then a permanent solution. Yeah, eventually. Seems like it. So there's a point where you're telling me best to use these people? Listen, maybe they changed their opinions over the past 200 years. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely building to like, here are the 5 things. Here's how I feel about it. Here's how I feel about it. And then how do I feel about it? I don't know. We have the power to better our lives, so we must do so. And last but not least, there are the witch duties. That defines what members' obligations to the coven are. Now we have the infamous quarterly controls. Should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose their membership. I propose a policy of 0 vigilance to trust that a member of our coven will always strive to better our community. Contribution should be at every witch's own pace and discretion. Oh, there's also the issue regarding what to do with Aidana's corpse. I say we devour her and become stronger. That basically sums it up. What do you think? Can I count on your support? Why is this the only option? Can't I say, I'll think about it? I can't just say yeah. Sorry, no. Huh? Why not? Ooh, yeah, there we go. I'd rather not mess with politics. Lie. I feel like the game when Abramar said to me, he's like, not every choice will be a good one. I'm just like, I feel like that was the part where they're like, hey, you remember all the training wheels? They're gone. Now all your choices are super hard. Good luck. Yeah. One doing the eating is the other. Yeah, exactly. With the divinations. If I say no to her, do I still get an option to read her divination? Or can I, if I say, well, I guess I don't really have a choice at this point. Very optimistic. Yeah, it's Flood. I guess we'll find out. Program isn't up my alley. Fine. You don't have to make up your mind right now, so there you go, okay. But I'll work hard during the campaign so I can gain your trust and your vote. Listen, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Maybe she'll make you more sympathetic to our cause. Junreisha, the mathematician witch. She also believes we should devour Aidana and become stronger. Junreisha is the oldest and wisest witch in our coven. After Aidana, I thought she... Okay. I'm sure she can make a strong case for why she'd absorb our former leader's corpse. Sure, tell her to pay me a visit. For now, I should be leaving. There are lots of people I need to meet to get my campaign in motion. Take care. Do your best. So was I supposed to have the chance to give her a reading? Because I totally would have given her a reading. I don't like lying to people saying, yeah, I support you, and then like not supporting. Okay, I see I'm getting close to end time, so yeah, let's, whatever, a little longer. Fortuna, did you hear? That old bitch kicked the bucket. Let's celebrate, come on.
All right, let's hear more politics. Yeah, unfortunately, honor systems are generally exploited in some way. Adana is dead. Yo, fuck Adana. Let's go out and celebrate. Oh, I can't. Why not? The hag is out. Fuck rules. My freedom is in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader. Then I'll become leader. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exile. I wish. No, I mean it. I'm running for office, Fortuna. Really? I knew it. Can't picture you running the coven, to be honest. I thought you despised that kind of responsibility. Well, I'd been planning on leaving the coven and starting my own clan of warrior witches. Now here's an opportunity to change the direction of our community without having to abandon you all. I won't be a coven of warriors, but I sincerely believe I can make life better for all of our sisters. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan. Follow me and I shall deliver freedom and happiness. You're even more energetic than usual. I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me. Let us rule the coven together. Why don't you tell me about your plans first? Of course, of course. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment. Don't you think I'm a dumb witch? I have a solid plan. I've done some research, and the 5 pillars of our coven's laws are judgment, law, important. We went over this part. So, judgment's how we oh, I like her description of it. How we decide who fucked up and what to do. Law enforcement is how we punish those who fucked up. Forbidden arts is how we deal with dangerous stuff. Mortal affairs is how we deal with people. Witch duties is every sister has to do for the coven. Adano basically all fuck you, I rule, fuck you, exile you, fuck you, dangerous stuff, fuck you, mortals, and well, fuck you. I want to change all those things radically. Try a new system, more open and inclusive. Judgment will be something held by all members of the coven. All important issues will be solved after hearing everyone's input, then celebrating a referendum. It's feasible since our coven has less than 100 members right now. I mean, still could be interesting though. Let's see. There won't be law enforcement. All issues will be solved amicably between the affected parties. Ooh, you think it's always gonna be amicable? That's not how that works. Yeah, what if they can't come to agreement? We'll submit the case to the arbitrator's office. I don't see why we need additional enforcement since we have the magical pact already. See. Following that line of thought, there won't be any forbidden arts. I believe that banning things begets temptation. It's better to share knowledge and educate witches about its implications. That's honestly kind of a thought about drugs. So I think that's how you would deal with drugs for the most part. You want access and education and telling people about it and not just banning it and making it a no-no because then, yeah, more people do it. I believe we should cut all ties with mortals. This may seem radical. Oh, we are way too privileged to dare tamper with human lives. I say leave them be. We have a whole universe to toy with. As for witch duties, instead of asphyxiating quarterly controls, I say we set a magical tax to pool resources for the coven. Any witch could go about her life however she wants, provided she shares a proportional part of the magic she draws from the cosmos. We'll use those resources to help newcomers or any sister in need, or to develop some ambitious communal project. Oh, this I like more than Jasmine's, but not by that much. I don't really like either of them. This just seems naive, but both of them seem really naive. What about devouring or freeing Adana's corpse? You are well informed. Almost forgot about that. Apparently there's a lot of magic stored inside the corpse of Rich. If we literally eat her, we'll all become more powerful. But if we free her magic, a lot of women would be able to ascend and become witches. We could almost double our numbers. Firmly believe we should share her magic with the universe. We may become more powerful should we devour her, but there's a special strength hidden in diversity. More points of view and a clash of new wills will make us grow in more interesting ways. Pretty much sums up my stance, so are you with me? And before I say yes to this, do I have a third option? If I say no, do I get a third option? if I say yes, can I change my mind and she won't be upset about it because I said yes? Because that's the thing. Like, I'm really just like, can I think about it? I would like to hear all of the options first. A third option, even if you say yes. Okay, good to know. Then I'll go with, yeah, I'm in. That is fucking fantastic, Fortuna. We can do this. Okay, cards, am I gonna win? Wow, hold your horses, Talia. That question might be too heavy. Why? Jasmine's planning on running for office, too. Let's clear things up so we can save ourselves the pain of a campaign. So if I predict that she won't win, she also won't win. Oh, both of them just seem incredibly naive. She doesn't know. She doesn't know about my power yet. She just thinks it's normal divination. But you're right. I would agree that Jasmine has better knowledge on the subject. But I'm trying this like this now. If you want to solve this by shuffling a deck, you might as well meet with Jasmine and flip a coin. And none of that would do. Voters are going to need a campaign to be informed at the very least. Sure, we can do the theater if necessary, but I'd rather know who's going to win already to dispel all the anxiety. You lied. You messed with them. Oh boy. I refuse. That would be unfair to Jasmine. Better think of a different question. Okay, I get it. What to ask? Oh, I know. Who are my enemies going to be? And what kind of dagger should I forge to face these trying times? Whoa, playing hardball, are we? Future of the Coven's on the line. Let's pull out the artillery. Understood. Also, I may have picked her because I like her as a character more. But at the same time, I still don't like either of their plans. Focus on your warrior spirit while I shuffle the cards. We're gonna get like... Oh, no, we got this one again. Enemies. The Coven. I feel you. I feel you too here too. I understand. I mean, I like the aesthetic also. I like her like fiery attitude. Oh. Okay. An arbiter is going to be on your tail, scrutinizing every move you make. Okay, seems reasonable. Literally have no other choice. The fucking witch police? What in the cosmos? All my shit is above board. They got nothing on me. For some reason, they are going to be watching you, so I suggest you play your cards as safely as possible. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. Politics can get way less honorable than your usual daemon hunting. You just act with as much virtue as possible and everything should be fine. You wanted to outsource all dispute resolution to the witch police. It's true. Which also is a bad idea. Nonetheless, it promises to be a nuisance. Just associating with an exile like me could put you under suspicion. Well, they can suck my ass. Watch yourself. Yeah, don't worry about me so much. I'll keep things lawful good from now on. Ooh. Anomaly dagger. Courage. Craft a dagger and infuse it with the valor to do whatever needs to be done. I actually have a choice here. Wisdom. Forge a dagger that channels knowledge. She already has plenty of courage. She needs wisdom. Like, she has plenty of courage. It works better with instinct than with wisdom. I work better. So that's probably what's his good advice. Thank you, Fortuna. Also, look at that beautiful air. What's the matter? Not to undermine your craft, but I doubt a dagger will be enough to keep an arbiter in check. What do you say we draw an extra card to explore what measures to take given this predicament? Absolutely, lay it on me. All right, here we go. Oh, I wonder. Oh my God, that's right. I did. I totally did divin that. It's possible she'll arrest her. That's very possible. All right, let's stick that in there. All right, wow, this is all 4 colors. Make a demonstration of power before the Coven. Extend an official duel challenge. That sounds rad as hell. dig up some dirt and report it to the arbitrage office. Oh. Rally the youngest witches against your opponent. Make a pact with a daemon to sabotage your opponent's efforts. There's so many choices here. This one is a terrible idea, but also hilarious. This one might also solve 2 birds with 1 stone. If they both had dirt. Yeah, for sure. I would say more than light troublemaking. I would say some pretty heavy troublemaking. Make a pact with a daemon. I'm honestly really tempted to give her bad advice, which makes me feel bad. But at the same time, I like her, but I also don't want her to win so much. So the duel is it's true. The duel is very in character of her. Maybe I'll just do yeah. That would at least be interesting. Make a demonstration of power before the coven. Extend an official duel challenge. A duel against an arbiter? That's unprecedented, so cool. Are they even supposed to accept duels? I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be against an arbiter. I thought it was going to be against her opponent, but I guess that makes sense. Damn, campaign got way more interesting all of a sudden. Thank you. And that's a wrap. Hope this was useful to you. Well, I'd prefer to cut to the chase and see who's gonna win, but this'll have to do. Thanks for taking the time. My pleasure. Before I leave, I want to ask you for another favor. What's up? Another friend of yours summon a behemoth? Yeah, no, silly. One of the things that matters to me the most is how we deal with Adana's corpse. I believe it's extremely important we open the gates for more. I actually agree with that. Because of that, I'd love it if you met with her most recent addition to the community. She's so new, she doesn't even have a name yet. Please let her come see you. You can help her find her way. You'll get to see how diversity will make her coven richer too. I totally agree with that. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thanks so much. I'll be going now. I'll need to start putting on a team together to deal with the campaign. See you. Bye, Dahlia. Is my stopping point soon, Kira? I see it saved though, at least. Yeah, the fresh smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario. Quite literally. Play our cards. Wait, this is the stopping point or it's coming up soon? Which one is the yes, actually? Because I didn't know which question I asked. It is about the 2-hour mark, which is why I'm double checking, because like this game is weird about saving, but also soon. Okay, all right, I trust you because I would love to play more, but like not too much more because I got like work to do tomorrow. Things could get messy from this point on, yeah? How do you feel about politics? I like a necessary pain in the ass. Yeah, I see how that becomes suffocating for a mortal. Too many hows and whys. I think it's important to stay in touch to a degree if you don't want to become insensitive to the status of your community. But I sure hate many things about it. Suddenly, I had the urge to drink my whole tea. So I finished it. It was delicious. I get it. What are your plans for these elections then? Why did you choose to go with Dahlia? I don't know. Instinct? She may get upset about it, but she'll have to understand. The direction of the coven is not a matter to be taken lightly. If either of them don't respect my stance, they aren't suited to lead to begin with. Good point. Jasmine's spying on you through the... Oh, it's very possible. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about you being a writer and not a reader. I'm scared. Scared about how they would react. Also afraid of myself. Still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do about it. I don't feel any different, but the pressure is immeasurable. I see. I'm afraid too. But I'm here with you. I can help you get through this, Fortuna. Whoa, are you so afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side? Because it wasn't a dialogue option. I totally would have said a no to both. Well, I would have said, I don't know, maybe. As you wish, witch. Jokes aside, I already told you this is the first time I've ever encountered through my many existences something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy the feeling. Makes me feel alive. I wouldn't mind partaking in that thrill. Why don't you write yourself some courage? Yeah, I'll draw myself one card. Wait. I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card right with fire magic? You end up in a bad place. Seer shouldn't be scared of their deck. I'll do it. Aren't you afraid of the consequences? Of course. But if I let fear dictate... I was already going to go for it. I love licking the plot. That's what we're here for. I would never have summoned you to begin with. You may be right. What exactly are you planning to ask anyway? It's more of a request than a question. I want to demand that the desk submit to my will. Obey. It's not that I'll ever stop using it. It's a better entertainment. Oh god, that's an idea. You sure are something else. Let's see how this gamble of yours plays out. Oh, that's not a card I own. That is not a card I own. That is not a card I made. That is not a card that I made. That is out of nowhere. Oh god. Oh, I love this art though. The cosmic wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside the clockworks of every piece of reality yet to be defined. The cosmic wheel has decided to manifest as a card and will allow me to envision every possible past or future. Oh god. You summoned the fucking cosmic wheel out of sheer willpower. Is to fool the world. Yep. Card jump scare, basically. Basically, yeah. Oh my god. I think I'm in love. Me too. Wait, I mean, hold on. We don't know if it's love yet. Yes, it is, Kyrie. Clip that. Right? Shut up. Well, how does it work? This card will be my deck from now on. If I draw it, it'll allow me to access every possible outcome of a question. You didn't fully remove the element of chance then. Hail hydrate. I definitely used some water after that. And we don't know if it's love, but it's a good start. It's sparks. That'd make divination pretty dull, right? What a lame thrill seeker you are. You're right. Some questions with so many options, even the wheel can't handle them all. That's fair. That's fair. Gonna be a water slime. Maybe, yes. I will turn into Water Cat, which would be just a new form of jelly. You never cease to amaze me. Never seem to, why? Yeah, I definitely need to end soon. My mouth and reading is not matching up. Glad to see you're having fun. That's a really sweet card. I love it. Speaking of fun, looks like you've got mail. Oh. Is this the saving thing? Did it just save? Because if it just saved, there's 3. What the hell? Oh, this is the... Okay, hold on. This is probably a good pausey part, at least for me. Like, this was the pausey part, right? Like, I have to assume. Yeah, saved 0 minutes ago. Perfect. Okay, perfect. This is... See who's in the mail. Okay, it's... Junreisha. Able to read for... Yeah. I actually really like reading. I just eventually run out of energy, especially because, like, it's, like, 10 p.m. here. So, like, my ability to things just gets worse at this time anyways. Asked me to meet, explain the advantages of devouring a dawn and becoming stronger. Okay. Yo, Fortuna! Newcomer's ready to meet you. Doesn't even have a familiar yet. Cool. All right, then I'll get to meet the new person. And Greth. Hey, I don't know about you, but I miss you already. Let me know when I can come visit. I have something I need to tell you. Okay. Yes, we will end it here today, even though I would love to keep playing forever, but I got some stuff I need to do in the morning. Specifically, I gotta go to the gym in the morning, and thus that means I need to be good and actually sleep at a reasonable time. I'm like so scared to like leave this screen though, but I saw that it saved. But yes, the Swole Pact continues. This Swole Pact continues starting tomorrow. Technically it started yesterday, but I can't count that because I didn't really like post anything or say anything about it yet. So yes, the Swole Pact, yes, the Swole Pact is returning as I have joined the gym and I'm going to be lifting. So I will be posting my lift progression since I haven't lifted in like years. So we're starting from pretty dang close to zero again. So you will see gains, like legit gains over time, like linear gains for a hot minute. Thank you again for gold for hydrates and stretches. Everyone, I was not lifting. I was lifting others up emotionally. Now I can maybe do it physically. All right. But yes, it has been a wonderful time, you all, and I very much look forward to next Thursday where we shall continue this wonderful game. Tuesday, we will be, of course, back to our normal scheduled Horizon Zero Dawn, and all shall be good and exciting. Yay! All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing you next time. I hope you have a wonderful night, etc. Bye-bye! Oh, Renamon VTuber on the gym? That's awesome. Yes. That sounds so cool. I love Renamon. Bye, guys. Final confetti cannon.